Good morning, buzzers. It's Friday. It is the 15th of January. I'm Mike from Buzz50.com, the social networking site for seniors over 50. And this is Good Morning, Buzzers. It is the daily Good Morning show from Buzz50.com that's on every day of the week at 7:30 a.m. UK time. At other times as well. Tomorrow we've got the usual broadcast at 7:30 a.m. on Saturday. We've got an extra at 5 o'clock, and we're going to have Mac 50 from the United States of America as a special guest, live on video as well, along with Miller and other callers. And we've got stuff to show you from the USA. So it's going to be really great fun. Then later on tomorrow, from I think it's around 7 o'clock, it's on the Buzz50 homepage, we have got live music in the music chat room and a quiz, a music quiz and film quiz. That's going to be running all evening with a load of DJs, most of them from the Isle of Man. I think one of them's from the USA. So that should be really great fun. So good morning to you. Good morning to you wherever you're watching. We've got a load of people in the Good Morning Buzzers room watching it live. Do come and join us there, just like Carrie May has done. She's just wandered into the room, a couple of minutes late, but that's okay. Along with Olive and Midnight and Barley and Catnip. Frost is here and Lauren and Makiwak, Sasquatch and Trubler. We're also live, of course, on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitter. Do come and join us if you can in the Good Morning Buzzers room live. Then you can see others typing and you can answer some of the questions. You can phone in live if you want. If you're brave enough. It's the international access code then 44 7548 884 288, or this one here 07548 884 288, or he says frantically clicking yes, Skype, Mike Buzz50, Mike at Buzz50.com. Do contact the broadcast if you want, just to say hello. That'll do. What is this, the theme tune from? For 10,000 buzzer points. Have a listen to this and see if you can guess what TV series. I think it probably would have been a bit of a short film as well, because it's from a long, long time ago. Dramatic. Any idea what that is, the theme tune from? And we have got a new voice. Cracker Jack, says Mackie Whack. No, says Mike. Gunsmoke, says Olive. Thunderbird, says Mackie Whack. Neither of those. Dragnet, says Midnight. Do you want to hear a bit more? This is it. From a long time ago. I'm guessing 1960. Maybe even before. Any ideas? For 10,000 of our wonderful buzzer points. For the first guess, the first correct guess, not just a guess. Dragnet said Midnights. The Fugitive says Barley. Wild West says Olive. It is none of those, and we've got a new voice. And as promised, it's a UK voice. Sunday night at the London Palladium. It is not Mackie Whack. It's a UK voice. Get ready to guess the voice. And Witch Morgana has come and joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room 4 minutes late. It's just not good enough, is it? Perry Mason says Trubler, guessing the voice before it's even started. Says Olive. Everyone's saying hello to Midnight. Oh, we've got a guess for the voice before it's even started. Have a listen to this.
Hopefully there'll be some TV stuff out this year, and I think after something like Apocalypse.
Any ideas who that is? Have another listen.
Hopefully there'll be some TV stuff out this year, and I think after something like Apocalypse.
Any ideas who that is? British, for a change. We've got some guesses coming in. Cliff Richard says Mackie Whack. No, but it will be one day, won't it? Morning, Mike. Hi, says Witch Morgana, who came in late. Any guesses for that voice and any guesses for the tune? Cliff Richard says Sasquatch. So maybe it is. Let's have a proper listen to it. Who is this?
Hopefully there'll be some TV stuff out this year, and I think after something like Apocalypse.
Really? I wonder who that... Well, I don't wonder who that could be at all, because I know exactly who it is. Doctor Who and the Daleks, says Carrie May. No, says Mike. Oh, and it's another sad day today. We've got a few famous people dying. As Mac50 sent me this morning, Celine Dion's husband has died, which is really sad. I don't know. I suppose it has to happen to everybody sometime. Right, we have got 2 jokes this morning, and they are crackers. And I was going to do them in one order, and for a particular reason, I have to do them in a different order to the order I was going to do them. It could be mine, says Rich Morgana. Planet of the Apes, says Carrie May. No, no, no. Are you ready for this joke? The idea is we do the Buzz50 joke off. 2 jokes sent in by buzzers. I read them out one at a time. Don't think it's possible to read 2 jokes out at the same time. Mannix, says Olive. No, I read them out. One now, one after the break. Yes, we actually do have a break. And then you vote from 0 to 10, either by typing in the Good Morning Buzzers chat room, and you need to be in it to vote, or by sending me a PM on the site. Snow's getting worse. Pronto's going to have to go in a minute. And who's coming through? Viv! Oh, Viv! You're late. You're very, very late. It's just not good enough. Bye, Pronto. Pronto's got to go. It's snowing outside. And here is joke number 1. Pronto has left the room. Being 77 Sunset Strip says, we better pause for a minute because the behaviour of some buzzers just is getting terrible. And Viv knows that she should be here at 7:30 a.m. UK time every single day of the week, and she's late again. And she hasn't even done her lines from last time that she was like, it's just not good enough, Viv. It is not good enough. What are you going to do about it? What have you got to say for yourself? Yes, this is truly interactive. It does seem a bit crazy at times. Do call in if you want to prove whether it's live or not, either on the phone or by Skype. And don't forget, Mac50, who called us the other day on the phone and sometimes called us on Skype, will be live on video tomorrow at 5 p.m. 2 sets of lines, Mike, says Trubler. Good idea. Good idea. Right. Okay. All Viv Huff has got to say for herself is morning. That's it. Right. Let's do joke number 1. Irish Airlines. Don't know why it needs to be Irish. I'm sorry, when people send these jokes in, I just read them out. Being airborne approximately 30 minutes on an outbound evening Aer Lingus flight from Dublin, the lead flight attendant nervously made the following painful announcement in her lovely Irish brogue. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so very sorry, but it appears there's been a terrible mix-up 1 minute prior to takeoff by our catering service. I don't know how this has happened, but we have 103 passengers on board, and unfortunately, we received only 40 dinner meals. I truly apologise for this mistake and inconvenience. When the passenger's muttering had died down, she continued, any passenger who's kind enough to give up their meal so that somebody else can eat will receive free unlimited drinks for the duration of our 4-hour flight. Good offer, isn't it? That's fair. Her next announcement came about 2 hours later. If anyone would like to change their minds, we still have 40 dinners available. I like that. I think it's good. What do you think? What would you give that joke out of 10? And you can vote anything from 0 if you think it's absolutely rubbish or you didn't even get it, up to 10 if you think it's amazing. Anything in between, no decimals, no fractions, nothing above, nothing below. And it's just 4 from Mackie Wack, which, if you've been listening recently, isn't that too bad? Sasquatch gives it a 1, but he is from Down Under, where all the humour is upside down. Olive gives it a 2, Viv Huff gives it a 1, Carrie May gives it a 4. I thought it would do better. Barley gives it a 4. I thought it was better than that. HB, hurry back, Catnip saying, I think, to Viv. Witch Morgana gives it a 5. Catnip gives it a 4. Viv Huff is back in the room. Lauren gives it a 4. Trubler refuses to vote as Mrs. T is Irish. Okay, so I'm half Welsh. We'll do a sort of a half Welsh joke tomorrow, if I can find one, and if I can remember. I can see and hear you now, Mike. Well, Viv, hiding in the corner, pretending that perhaps you weren't late. You were late. It's not good enough. It's been suggested that you should do extra lines, but you haven't even handed in the last ones for being late. Oh, it's all very well waving to me, Viv. I will wave back, of course. Yeah, start grovelling, says Mackie White. If you want to phone in, phone in. If it's international, it might cost you a bit of money, so you can call on Skype. If you're in the UK, it's probably included in your allowance. Who knows? Maybe it is. Good morning, Mike. Looking as good per usual. Swoon says, Viv Huff, trying first to get away with not having to do her lines for being late, and secondly, trying to win some buzzer points. Well, it may just work. It may just work. I can easily be bribed. Joke number one, managed to get an average of 3.2. Please all come back 7:30, same time tomorrow. Viv Huff has sent me a heart. First time, same time tomorrow, 7:30, doing the same thing. That's if you've enjoyed today. And then also 5 p.m. tomorrow for a special, including Mac50 from the USA and Miller. It's going to be a really good show, I promise you. Otherwise, you'll get your money back. How's that? Can't say fairer than that. What we're going to do now is we are going to switch to the site in a minute. So have a look around the room. Something's going to change. It's spot the difference. The idea is we go and have a look at the Buzz50 site. Then we come back, and when we come back, something moved or changed in the room, and see if you can spot what it is. Sometimes it's a little bit subtle. Sometimes it's a little bit more obvious. Let's click a couple of things here, set up some things for the site there and there. And maybe even there. The broadcast might stutter a minute now. And let's have a listen again. What is this the theme tune from? Let's see if I can get you a clue. Right. This series was created by somebody who was born in 1907. And there was actually film, even though the series first appeared on January, wait for this, 1929. That long ago. So what is this the theme tune from? That's no help, Mike, says Viv Huff. Flight to Mars, says Carrie Bay. Catnip's left the room and come back in again. Journey into space, says Mikey Wack. No. No idea, says Witch Morgana. You are right, Witch Morgana. Witch Morgana is absolutely right. She has no idea. Well done. But it doesn't get you any points. We'll have another clue after the break. Let's switch. Go and have a look at the site. Are you ready to beam into the site? We'll click somewhere. I would think we can probably click there. There, I think. Is this right? No, it isn't, is it? Where has the chat room gone? Let's have another look at it. Let's switch to there. Let's switch to there. Back again. Share the screen. There it is. It had disappeared. And here we are. Hopefully all of us looking at the same screen, which is the Good Morning Buzzers chat room. And we have Mackie Wack waving to himself there. Viv fluttering her eyelashes, trying to get out of trouble. Before my time, Mike says midnight. Yes, but there was a film, Midnight, in 2011, but I bet it was a different tune. Flash Gordon says midnight. Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Flash. Aha, says Viv Huff. Sing on, songing. Pommy's joined us in the Good Morning Buzzers room. Space Family Robinson, it isn't. Lost World, it isn't. Journey into Space, it isn't. Little Rascals, it isn't. Flight to Mars, it isn't. Have I read out everything? If I haven't read out something you typed in, do type it in again. So let's have a look around the site. Have you got yourselves on the Good Morning Buzzers map? If you haven't, please get yourselves on for tomorrow when we do the link up with Mac50 in the USA at 5 p.m. UK time. This is the online now Buzz50 map. Let's make it a bit bigger so you can see that we've got buzzers with us from all around the world, including down here in Australia, the Philippines, UK, Germany, but we know he's just gone out, down here in Colombia. and then across it in the USA. These aren't all the buzzers. These are just those who have chosen to put themselves on the map. Do put yourselves on the map. This is the social page, and at the top there, the people there, they're the latest members to join Buzz50. So if you can, go along to the social page, click on them, it'll take you to their profile pages, and write a welcome on their walls, perhaps send them a gift. Members joining from the USA, England, Australia, Canada, India, all over the place. And then birthdays today, let's have a look in the left-hand column. Happy birthday to Goodman, Breezy Boomer, and Michael 1953. Do again, click on them, write on their walls, perhaps send them a gift. Across here, along the top, you've got all sorts of stuff going on the site, including, if you click here, tells you all about the music quiz that we've got tomorrow night, starting at 7 till 8 with a warm-up from DJ Kate, who I think is from the USA. Then a quiz with Jess Mike, 8 till 10. And then Corolla in the quiz as well. And then 10 to 11, DJ Mali. It is going to be fantastic. That's about it. Let's switch back to the site. There's the Good Morning Buzzers room. King Kong says Sasquatch. No, says Mike. Pony on Mantleby says Riff. No, that's not the difference because we're not even back yet. So let's click here. Let's stop presenting. Here we are back again. Can you spot the difference? And shall we do joke number 2? I think we should. Joke number 1. Pony on Mike's shoulder, says Riff. No. Pony drinking Mike's coffee, Mackie Wack. No. Hi, Garfield, says Catnip. No. It's nice to be different, Pommy. Pony on bookcase. No, Pony's not on the bookcase. Pony's here. It's not the pony. Right. Have another listen to this and we'll see if we can do a clue. Let's have a look. What's a better clue for this tune? Okay. It involved a character and his dog. Okay, for this tune, what is this the theme tune from? $10,000 buzzer points for the first correct guess for that. And who is Jukebox Jury, says Macrack. No, Buck Rogers says Barley. No, Old Yeller says Olive. No. Who is this? And he is British.
Hopefully there'll be some TV stuff out this year. And I think after something like Apocalypse, I probably need to do something very different because there's sort of big hidden camera.
Ooh, did I play a little bit too much? 10,000 buzzer points if you can guess who that is. Lost in Space says Carrie Mae Beauty, says Fifth Half. No, there's a dog involved. Any ideas? Let's do joke number 2. Joke number 1 got an average of 3.2. I thought it was worth a little bit more. I think this is a good joke as well, but what do I know? I always seem to get them wrong. This is joke number 2. James McAvoy says Barley. No. Lassie says Olive. No, it's not Lassie. That is the obvious one with the dog, isn't it? Lassie says Viv Huff. No, it's not Lassie. Oops, says Viv Huff. Game of Thrones says Rich Morgana. No. Is that all the guesses for a minute? Morning and hello, Pommy, says Garfield. Good morning to all of you. And we have got joke number 2 sent in by Buzzer. Derek was about to marry Jill, and his father took him to one side for a little bit of fatherly advice. When I married your mother, the first thing I did when we got home was take off my trousers. And I gave them to your mother and told her to put them on. When she did, they were enormous on her, and she said to me that she couldn't possibly wear them, as they were too large. I told her, of course they're too big. I wear the trousers in this family, and I always will. Ever since that day, we have not had a single problem. Derek took his father's advice, and as soon as he got Jill alone after the wedding, can you guess where this is going? Any ideas? As soon as he got Jill alone after the wedding, he did the same thing. He took off his trousers, he gave them to Jill, and told her to put them on. Jill said, "These trousers are too big, and I can't possibly wear them." "Exactly," replied Derek. "I wear the trousers in this relationship, and I always will. I don't want you to forget that." Jill paused and removed her knickers and gave them to Derek. "Try these on," she said, and he tried them on, but they were too small. "I can't possibly get into your knickers," said Derek. Exactly, said Jill. And if you don't change your bloody attitude, you never will. Yes? No? Hugh Grant, says Viv Huff. Alan Rickman, says Viv Huff. Joe, out of 10. Heard it, says Viv Huff. Out of 10 for that joke. Even if you've heard it before, it's still going to be a good joke. Garfield, says Bobby. Olive says, hee hee. Oh, look at that. It's a 7 from Mackie Wack. It's a 2 from late Viv Huff. It's a 9 from Olive. It's a 4 from Trubler. The Jetson, says Carrie May. No, it's a 1 from Side Scratch from Down Under, where the humour's all upside down. It's a 4 from Carrie May. It's a 3 from Barley. It's a 4 from Midnight and Anthony Hopkins from Viv Huff. No, it's a 9 all the way up the top of the keyboard there from Witch Morgana. Sean Connery, says Viv Huff. No, says Mike. Catnip, says 5. Lauren, says 7. Ha ha, says Midnight Witchy. Witchy says no. Midnight says witchy. Ha ha. Roger Moore, says Viv Huff. It is none of those. Joke number 1 managed to get just 3.2. He says moving his coffee, so you can read it. Joke number 1 got 3.2. It was sent in by Pronto. Joke number 2 got 5, and it was sent in by Matthew, who sends in a few good jokes. Thank you very much, Matthew. Do send in jokes, poems, sayings, anything you can. Roger Moore, says Viv Huff. No. Animal Crackers, says Olive. You're not going to get this tune. I can't give you any more clues. I can. In its earliest editions, it was a cartoon involving a person and a dog. Last chances, or to go through to tomorrow. Space. Oh, Trubler's got it. Oh, just before Viv Huff. Well done, Trubler. It is Tintin. I was beginning to think that it would never go. And Bobby's going. Can't keep up. I'll see videos. I'm going. Oh, Palmy, you could have watched it on the homepage as well. Thank you for the clue. Read the dog, says Palmy. Trubler. Thank you for guessing. And yes, it was Tintin. French. I was going to say French, but I think that would have given it away too much. Nobody's guessed this yet. Let's have a listen to him before we go. And can we do an international roll call? Type in where you're from, what time it is, and maybe a little bit of weather. And we can do Pronto. Pronto's left us because he had to drive somewhere, and it's snowing outside his cave in Germany. And it'll now be just before 9 o'clock. I'm from Coleshill, as is Miller. I can hear him moving around upstairs. England, it's 7:53 a.m. and it's very cold outside because I've heard someone scraping their windscreen, but there's no snow. I've just looked out. Who is this for 10,000 buzzer points?
Hopefully there'll be some TV stuff out this year, and I think after something like Apocalypse, I probably need to do something very different because there's sort of big hidden camera stunt on one person that doesn't know they're taking part.